In an era of lackluster remakes and remasters that completely lobotomize their original counterparts.
No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
There are just some games I think we can all agree are absolutely masterpieces, and should just stay the way they are and really don't need to be remade. And if a man ever dare attempt such a feat, may he have the protection of all the angels in heaven against the scorn of the fan base. Devil May Cry 3 will forever be one of those games. It's a truly perfect experience that still holds up today. It has everything that makes a DMC game perfect and everything that makes an action game amazing. This game not only single-handedly saved the franchise from being shit cans, but it also got it out of its really awkward stage and set up the perfect tone of future entries to come and defined what this series should and would continue to be.
I'm absolutely crazy about it!
The opening cutscene to this game is just absolutely superb. It perfectly encapsulates the tone of this game. You get this beautifully dark introduction with Lady narrating over a fight between Dante and Vergil, and just as the fight reaches its climax, you're shifted back to earlier in the day with Dante getting his wacky pizza time interrupted by some demons. Dante receives a few minor scratches, then proceeds to kill them all with godlike riz that your mother can feel it downstairs baking cookies in the kitchen. It gets you so hyped to play, you start profusely sweating and convulsing, gripping your controller, dying to play. And then what does the game do? It does exactly what you want it to do. No half-hour walking sim, no tutorial. It immediately drops you into a fight, and trust me, you will never forget your first time playing this. Oh my god, this combat is satisfying. Without a doubt, the most satisfying combat next to 5, and possibly the most satisfying combat in any hack and slash game I've ever played. And call me old school, but nothing really quite gets my devil trigger gauge fired up like those fixed cameras, if you're catching my drift. It just helps a little bit more in combat when the screen isn't constantly shifting and I can just focus on fucking demons up. This game also introduced some of the best elements into the series. You got the introduction of combat styles,
Royal Guard!
Lady, Beowulf, Cerberus, Lady, Dante's witty personality that defines him for every sequel to come after this.
Wow, I've never seen a talking mud before. You know, in a dog show, you'd definitely take first place.
And most importantly, if I did not mention it before, Lady.
Let me go!
I swear, every single moment of this game, something completely outrageous is being said or happening.
Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later. Jester's gonna spank you, but spank you on the bar.
I don't know where you came from, but you don't belong here.
The story pacing is not only impeccable, but the plot itself is really, really great. And while it doesn't take itself too seriously in the slightest, it still is able to tell a really compelling story. God, I wish that were me. Anyway, as I was saying, even while this game will keep you laughing non-stop, the actual plot is just magnificent. This is the beginning of Dante and Vergil's rivalry in the series. Then you have Arkham's completely unhinged behavior, giving Lady one of the most tragic but epic backstories ever, and one of the best introductions to a character ever.
He was obsessed with becoming the devil, so much he killed his own wife! For that, he butchered innocent people, too. He's the most vile kind of creature. To top it off, that filthy scum is my father.
The soundtrack is painfully good. Even at this point, DMC was a franchise known for its soundtrack, always being absolutely amazing, even in the game that shall not be named, but this still takes the soundtrack to a whole new level. If you've never played a DMC game before, this is the perfect place to start because it's a prequel, so technically you'd be playing the series in chronological order if you played this one first. Now at this point of the video, I'm just going to say this is one of those games, I'm not even going to say anything else except go get the fuck off this video and play it if you haven't. Your mother and I are very disappointed in you. I don't care if you've played it already, play it again! But before you do that, make sure you subscribe, and also be sure to check out my video on the DMC3 prequel manga as well.